What in the world, boys? Your boy Big Love Country. I done got in the lounge, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm down here chilling with Uncle Steve. What's going on? Hey, I appreciate the invite, man. Look, we up in the lounge, chilling, doing it big. You already, why you looking so confused? Like, what?
Why are you in my house? We'll be back. Going on and how y'all doing out there in Uncle Steve's Lounge? Guess who's in the house today? Guess who was going around the highway and somehow ended up here in Uncle Steve's Lounge? It's Big Low Country Sports. What's going on, man?
What in the world, dog?
What in the world,
Thank you so much for the invite. I definitely
man, appreciate it. Man. I mean, what brings you into the lounge today? I know the Falcons season getting ready to kick off this year, and I'm just trying to see what you're here for, bro.
I actually told me that was a barbecue.
well, okay. And she did tell you that. So let me ask, so I can get my credibility out there.
Okay.
Was the barbecue good?
It was hit.
All right.
It was hit.
Okay. All right.
The pat, the Uncle Steve sweet sauce. I gotta give you a pound of that. I give you a pound back. The Uncle Steve sweet. Look, I'm gonna tell you, Uncle Steve legit. He legit on that grill now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Look, man, I try my best. I appreciate it, man. Look, hey, we appreciate y'all joining us in here. Listen, I am here to talk about the 2023 Falcons, and this is the receipt show. And what I mean is, we want to hear. It's 1 week out. 1 week from now, this week, we'll already know how game one went.
Man,
but it's ridiculous, right? We struggled through the end of the year.
Yeah.
We got through free agency in March.
Yep.
We got through the draft in April.
Got through the draft.
Minicamp.
Minicamp.
OTAs. Training camp. Preseason. And now it's time.
We here.
It is. Now we have to talk about what is next.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
So as far as the Atlanta Falcons concerned, we're done with preseason. We're getting ready to get into a regular practice schedule. What's your first thoughts on just the whole process of 2023 and from where we were ending the game against Tampa Bay to where we are going into next week?
I think this is a season of unknowns. You know, it's like we're going into this season with a whole lot of ifs, a whole lot of, you know, if this happens, we hope this happens, so on and so forth. So it's like, I think this is the most eager I've been waiting. I've been for a season to start, because it's like, if all of these things come together, we should have a winning team, which we haven't had in such a long time. So I mean that's pretty much where I'm at with it.
I've joked many a days about the maturation of our quarterback. I'm starting to come around a little.
Okay.
But my pessimistic side is still where I'm not sure what we're going to get. And it's funny. I've heard a lot of folks around, and I'm going to join that club, the unknown. It's not a dislike, but it's an unknown that's bothering me. And with the team that's lost 5 years in a row, you don't want to hear unknown at the most important position on the team. What are your thoughts on how Desmond Ridder will be with this 2023 team?
I mean, I honestly think it's one of those cases where we're all just hoping for the best, you know. But the thing is that if the best doesn't come, you know, there are going to be some consequences. Not that they're going to be serious consequences. It's not going to be a situation where it's like, oh, you know, we'll wait and see what happens in 2026 or 2025.
No.
It's going to be, all right, it's time for you to go. You know, what was the song that you played whenever we beat our wives?
Which one?
We beat our wives.
Which one? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We love them, but they can't play cards. No, I'm just telling. Let me stop.
Look,
I was about to say, if they watch it, one of us ain't gonna get home, and one of us gonna get locked out the bedroom. So our wives are excellent spade players.
Yes, they
just
are.
not together. Oh man, I'm trying to get us in huge trouble, man.
I'm sorry. I said that. I'm sorry.
He could resist. That's all him. This is all him.
I'm sorry, Coach Jordan. Sorry, Auntie. I'm sorry.
Hero, darling. These were the words of Big Low. These were not my words. Let's skip over the Desmond Ridder part and let's go to the team, man. I'm gonna tell you what. Even more than the versatility of the offense, I'm really excited to see what we're gonna have defensively.
Yes.
The influx of players like David Amanyata and Calais Campbell, Justin Ellis, I'm missing his name, Caden Ellis. Yeah. Caden Ellis. And I'm looking forward to seeing aggressive defense. They played a lot of man this preseason.
They did.
Which I would imagine that's going to be the plan going into Carolina.
Yeah, I mean,
how excited are you about that defense?
I'm very excited about defense. You remember when we went to OTAs?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And you literally got in the phone booth and got naked. Like I did. I did. And that was just from the that 111 on 11. I think what was it, 6 plays?
6 plays. That's it.
And, it's like, but the defense it was very aggressive. They were playing man coverage. And it was, and just in OTA, they were blitzing, they were bringing people.
That's right.
And right. just like you said in the little interview that we did, it was a non-contact drill, but people had their hands all over them.
Hey, so practice like you're gonna play.
That's it.
And just the difference of style just in the preseason from Dean Pease to Ryan Nielsen. What have you seen? Aside of the things you just described, what else do you see he, and don't forget Jerry Gray, adding to this defense's mentality, this from what we're doing now?
I think the biggest thing is that, I feel like with Dean Pease, players, especially around the line of scrimmage, had to think a little bit too much, especially the linebackers. In this Ryan Nielsen scheme, if they're there and there's no one in front of them, they're not looking back trying to cover somebody. It's like they're saying, hey, the quarterback's right here, I'm going to go after him. It's not a situation where it's like, hey, we'll figure, let's figure it out. Should I go? Should I stay? It's like, nah, we're finna put a foot in the ground and go. That's the biggest thing that I've seen. Now, we've seen some sacks like that on the first preseason
That's
game.
True. That's true.
So, I mean, that's a huge difference.
I am just really, it's amazing to me the narrative that changed from draft night to why did we get Bijan Robinson to, oh man, Bijan's going to be that cat. Tell me how excited you are to see the versatility of a running back. I would argue we probably haven't seen the potential with a running back like this drafted in our history.
Yeah. Bijan Robinson is basically if you put your best Tevin Coleman and your best Devontae Freeman combined with somebody who can actually block, that's Bijan Robinson.
Wow.
That's Bijan Robinson. And whenever I say your best Tevin Coleman and your best Devontae Freeman, he's better than that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's better than that. So it's crazy. I mean, you seen that first play?
Yes.
Whenever he was supposed to be gone.
He was a leg whip, an arm whip.
Yeah.
From taking it to the house.
If Cordero Hyde would have blocked, he still would have been running right now.
Man.
He probably would have been running up 85. He would have been in Charlotte by now.
I look forward to seeing what he's gonna do. For this squad. But folks, what we want from you today, as we're talking about the 2023 Atlanta Falcons. I know we're going to get plenty of shows from all the content creators this week about predictions and things of that nature. Well, guess what? I'm jumping the gun. It's on a Sunday. Me and him feeling good. We're feeling kind of Dionish. We're cocky today because we ate some barbecue. We won in spades. Our confidence is at an all-time high.
I had to bring his face up. I had to do that.
No, you got to get out the house. So let me be quiet.
We did it weird though twice.
Yes, we did. 2 times. We gave them an opportunity to leave. They didn't want to leave. We beat them again.
We actually weren't supposed to play together.
We weren't supposed to play together. We were going to play against husband, marriage team against marriage team. But they said, yeah, let's play. Yeah, I think the Lions would be better than that. So we had to whoop. And I'll tell you how horrible Big Low is. Big Low kept grabbing his iPhone, playing these little songs
man. You know
in between.
Like, I know that was it.
Like he was playing.
I know who that
playing
was.
These little songs in here. It was horrible.
Y'all know who that was. I know who that was.
So if y'all hear about two guys on the milk carton, that were unfortunately these 2 missing guys. That's gonna be us.
We're gonna be at Biz next week after we come home.
Right.
Like, hey, you got an extra sofa
for a month. Shout out and love to our wives, man. Let's shout out. So listen, we want to see what you all think for the 2023 season. I want to see your predictions. I want you to tell me what is the record? Well, 3 things. The record for the Atlanta Falcons in 2023. Do we make the playoffs? Yes or no? Plain and simple. Do we make the playoffs? And I thought to say 2 questions or 1. So we got 1 question.
We do got 3 questions.
We got 3 questions.
I got a question I want to answer.
Oh, okay. You go ahead.
If you feel like Big Low Country is the lead singer,
Woo!
if you feel like Big Low Country is the lead singer of Southern Silk, put a 1 in the chat.
They don't want to hear you, Otis.
If you feel like Steve is the lead singer of Southern Silk, put a 2 in the chat. We gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in a second.
Okay. In between this time, we want to see your records for the Atlanta Falcons 2023. Yes. I'm gonna start going up here in the chat just to catch everybody from the beginning. First of all, we appreciate everyone joining us on both platforms today, on Big Low Country Sports and on Uncle Steve's Lounge, especially on a Sunday chilling. Y'all can be eating barbecue, beating your wives in space. No, that's like, no, you could be doing that too. But you're here with us and we appreciate it. So let's see who we have in the chat today. What's going on, Chris Rogers? What in the world, Bo?
What's going on?
Yes, so Crunk Lit Fresh.
Crunk Lit Fresh.
Love it.
Stephon Mosley.
There you go. There you go. What's going on? JJ Ayers in the house. Uncle Low evening, gentlemen. RJ ATL for life in the house. What's going on, brother? What's going on? Chris says, I feel the same way exactly. I'm very nervous.
A lot of ifs.
Lot of ifs. Jonta is in the house. What's going on? Chuck says, what's up, Steve? First Coach Pride time. I have playoff expectations for this season. We have too many weapons on both sides for anything less. We're going to get to the Coach Pride thing in 1 second. Stephon Mosley in the house. As always, what's going on? I always pronounce this wrong. Zaylin Bag? Zaylin Bag?
I think it's Zay in a bag.
Zay in a bag.
Yeah, Zay in a bag.
See, he went to public. I went to public school. He went to private school. He was Zay in a bag.
I was in public school too.
Hi, I'm Low. I want to make an A in class this year.
I was a nerd, though. I was a nerd.
You're a nerd. Oh,
I was a nerd.
Man, please. I did marching band, brother. How much more? You can't get any more. You can't get any more than that. JJ said, "What in the world, Bo? This is a Southern Silk reunion."
There you go.
Well, it could be a reunion if the price is right. I mean, you know, there's some dissension in the ranks. We there's some dissension in the ranks.
They got replaced.
Hey, and eventually Eddie did too. They
got replaced too.
They kicked both of them. Dennis Edwards was, "Don't look any further."
Have you ever seen that? Have you ever went back and look at that video?
Yeah,
Dennis was
bad, but that one Sayada was Sayada singing on that one. Is that the one Sayada Garrett?
Yeah,
Sayada Garrett was singing. The one who did the Michael Jackson song.
Like he was partaking in party favors. Dennis like he was feeling good, boy.
Dennis said it was me. He was by himself. Hey, Dennis is a bad boy, man.
Oh yeah.
John Harris say, "Whoa, they got them both together. Big Low and Steve, the internet about to short circuit. Let me get that together." John, what is going on, brother? Good to see you. Say, JJ say, "Y'all might as well pack y'all back."
Man, we would have been good.
I know. I probably should have. I shouldn't have played that second game.
He played the music. I ain't talking about the game.
The music.
I talking about the music.
Big Low on the last hand when we were losing. When they were losing, he gonna put on there too much, too little, too late. So yes, it's over all of the day.
The first time,
sorry that it happened.
First time he played Sex Machine
this way
by James Brown. I'm like, get up, get on up, get up, now, get on up.
And they didn't get up. They stayed down and took another beating. So we're not gonna be able to play spades.
Nah.
Oh, Big John Higgins in the house. What's up? Big Low Country, Up Steve, half of the podcast quartet. What's happening with you guys? Good to see you all. Let's go. Rise up. I share that. Absolutely. Oh man. Latoya says KC and JoJo back together.
Who KC?
Oh, you know who KC is.
Okay.
So you're having my baby, and it means so much to me, and nothing more precious. And notice in that song, JoJo didn't have no part.
What about
you? Yeah. That was Dalvin. No. Thank you, Latoya. Jonathan Freeman in the house, man. People don't realize how hard you work, Uncle Steve, doing the show. And for someone like me who's not in my hometown, it's so greatly appreciated. Thank you. Jonathan Freeman is an excellent cat. And he's somebody that he'll tell you a few years ago when I was doing Facebook and 2-3 people were listening to me and things like that. He was one of my supporters from a long time. And I always shout out to Brother Jonathan, who is he already knows, but you're the man, brother, and I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Always. And we got to do this thing this season, man. Ghost Peppers!
What's going on, Ghost?
Say, what in the world, Bo?
What in the world, Bo?
What's good, Uncle Steve? I don't like how you said what in the world first. You could just say Uncle Steve first. What's up with that, man? Larry in the Dixon Way. Oh, snap. One half of Southern Silk are together. What's up, Steve and Big Low? See, I like that. He said Steve and Big Low. I like that.
See those feelings. You got to get out of them.
Man.
Can't stay in the
Larry, a good dude. Check Larry out on the Dixon Way on YouTube, live reaction videos. He's probably sitting there watching the Braves down by 3-1 here in the last few minutes. I hope they had a comeback in them, but doesn't matter. 3 games you won out to the West Coast.
Exactly.
How many times in the last few years we go out to LA and we be like, oh, that's 3 losses there. So for them to come through, and I'm just telling you, man, the only thing standing Braves' way is the Braves.
It's the Braves.
That's it. I mean, they are. Yeah, I mean, but even the pitching has been pretty good lately, man. But I'm just trying to see who's gonna stop them. Who's gonna shut down that offense for 4 out of 7 games?
Yeah, that's tough.
I just don't see anybody doing it, man. I
making history and
damn.
I mean, that's crazy.
Man, it
was just August when he did it. Or
that's right.
That's right.
That's right. And boy, and I just look forward. And wouldn't it be great for the Falcons to join that playoff team in Atlanta?
It would be great,
man. All due respect to baseball.
Yes. It's been too long.
What do you think the atmosphere would be like if Atlanta brought a championship into this
championship?
Man.
I thought we were just talking.
Oh no, man! I'm talking about. Well, okay. Since we haven't had that thought in a while, let's stay small. What would it be like in this city to win the division and have that one home game in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in January?
I mean, first of all, it's like I feel like it would be huge for our culture.
Yes,
because it's like whenever the Falcons are winning, I just think about the kids. You know, the kids don't get it. The kids don't get involved in Atlanta Falcons football unless we're winning.
That's true.
And it's like if the team is not winning, they're going to grow like this big period, 5 years. The team not winning, there's going to be a whole section of kids who went through high school where their team did not go to the playoffs. Their home team didn't go to the playoffs or have winning seasons, and they're going to go on and live their life. And you know, their favorite team might be the Chiefs, living right here in Atlanta. They went to Mays. They went to Westlake. They went to They went to Thera. All of these kids right now, like they need a winning team in Atlanta so they can represent for their team whenever they're in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Can you imagine what them kids are like in Kansas City?
Man,
them kids in Kansas City act like that. There could be no wrong. There is no wrong right now in Kansas City. Kids are like, oh, we do this all the time.
Exactly.
This is how we do it.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
This is how we do it. You ever notice when the higher register songs come up, you don't hear nothing? It's like, all you hear is Ike Turner. Rolling. Rolling. That's all you hear from him, man. That's it. I'm trying to get something. Lisa Shepard say, hey, y'all, we're a week away. Let's go. All right, Lisa. There's my buddy right there speaking of Douglas Astro. Stephen Alford's in the house. What's going on, sir? What's up, Uncle Steve? Let's go. Yes, sir. All day. I appreciate you, brother. Make sure again, y'all like both platforms, man. Uncle Steve's Lounge and Big Low Country Sports. Please like videos. Get this stuff on out there to the rest of the world. I think after this week, man, I think we're gonna be. I have the feeling this is gonna be one of those years, man, that we're gonna just have fans galore coming to our platforms and talking Atlanta Falcons victories, instead of what's wrong.
Exactly.
And I really feel that way. I think this is going to be that year that we'll talk more about what we're going to do in the future, how many games we need to clinch, how many. I think that's going to be the conversation this year. I really have a strong.
Ever since I've been on YouTube, we never had a winning team. YouTube,
join the club. Join the club.
So I'm just ready to talk about some winning.
I mean, we got to, man. We got to. I think it's gonna happen, man. Padres in the house. Hey, man, I'm glad to see Southern still vibing. That's what I'm talking about.
Get along,
man.
For
for a quick second. I mean, after that Spades win, we separated. we went off. He went around that one. Little Ralph trespass. little Ralph.
I said, y'all like sensitive enough.
Right.
Sensitivity.
A man like me. I used to. Oh, he felt comfortable with that one. He was But remember when they all went solo?
Yeah, I remember.
When, after Heartbreak.
Yep.
Belby DeVoe.
Yep.
Johnny Gill.
Johnny did his thing.
And then Ralph was the last one.
He sure was.
And sensitivity to me, man, hit so hard.
It did.
I mean, there was something smooth
sensitivity
about that. But that was ironic. He was the one you would have thought went solo first. But you had Bobby, Belby DeVoe, Johnny.
Yep.
Then Wow. But I think they
how you feel about Johnny's solo career though?
Because Johnny was a solo guy prior to New Edition when he was with Perfect Combination. Him and Stacey. The one album with My. Oh, now I used to jam to Can You Feel?
Yeah,
I used to like that.
I got in trouble saying that one. I was a kid, I used to do a lot of hip thrusting. You know, can you feel magic? Yeah, I got in trouble singing that one. You know, I didn't know what I was doing. I was, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't know why the visual of you hip thrusting, honestly, that I can't get rid of that now. I'm gonna blame you for that visual that you just gave me. Let's move on.
Okay.
Lisa says, I gotta ask Steve, you got your big low shirt yet? No. Lisa.
Tell the why.
And look, let me tell you something.
Tell the why though.
Notice, Lisa, he's 2 inches away from me.
Tell the why though.
And I haven't got my t-shirt yet.
Tell the why you ain't got your shirt yet.
Because you don't like me.
Come on. Come on, man.
He couldn't find my size.
You know,
okay.
Let me tell you about like, I like, hey, I can get your shirt. This was weeks ago. This was like in the middle of, this was early August. I said, hey, I can get your shirt for you. He's like, well, I tell you what, you know, he gotta be special. Like, he gotta, he gotta do things on his terms. He's like, I'm gonna get you the shirt, and then you just put it on there for me. Okay. Still waiting on the shirt. I had to come over here to get it. Lisa.
There could be some truth to that statement. It could be, but I won't not gonna tell you. Now, and look, we have a super chat in the house from JJ the Great. Always appreciate you guys coming up. I'm gonna let you do the honors, my friend, man, as always.
So JJ the Great says, look, man, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of the Falcons. We got to start winning, and this year, I think we will be 11-6. Rise up. That's a Superman chat. There it is.
You know, and I'm trying to think. See, he has the Superman chat, right? So I'm trying to think, which should I match that up with? Should it be the Iron Man chat?
Iron Man.
Should it be
what
the Black Panther?
What?
It's Black Panther, my friend. Whatever it is, I appreciate you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you, JJ. You the man, brother. You the man. John Person the third in the house, and y'all got chemistry like catfish and spaghetti.
Come on, man.
Oh man,
catfish
like that, man. Thank you, John. We appreciate that,
man.
Peace to you, love to you too, brother. Appreciate you, John. That's awesome.
Fish and spaghetti.
Well, I mean, you know, the thought is good. I mean, I'm down with you, brother. I'm down. Lisa says I'm going 10-7, and yes, we're playoff bound. So again, don't forget playoff. What's the season record, and do we make the playoffs? Let me know. Padre says 10-7, playoff bound. Padre says 1, and I think he was talking about whether Steve should be the lead singer, whether Steve should be the lead singer. Thank you, Padre. I appreciate that, man. You're kind.
We go back to this.
You're kind. You know. Oh man, it just passed. So, Javi said 11-6. Stamp it.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow.
I like that. John Higgins says we make the playoffs 11-6. D. Lawton said 11-6 in the playoffs. Biggs World says, I think we make the wild card.
Okay.
JJ again said 11-6, NFC champs. King Richie in the house. King says 13-4. RJ Falcon, what's up, man? 12-5. Gutter Golston says playoff bound. Archangel's in the house. Archangel said, what in the world, Bo? Uncle Stevie. And I like that. I like that, Uncle Stevie. He said, you are the sunshine of my life. Forever you stay in my
Stevie Wonder is just
heart.
like his idol.
Oh, that's
his
dude.
guy.
Dude, And I hear all the conversations. I love Prince. I love Michael. I love, your favorite. You were talking about Taylor Swift. I just think that said Stevie Wonder. He told me. He told me. He came to me. He said, Stevie. No. He came to me about an hour ago. He said, Steve. I said, yes, Lo. He said, that Taylor Swift concert was awesome. I said, Lo, I thought you went to go see Beyonce. He said, no, man, I'm a Swiftie, bro. He said they thrust it, Swiftie. No.
Come on, man. Taylor Swift, really? Come on, man.
Play's gonna play. Play's gonna play.
So you know the song.
I like that song. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Look, I'm not a Swiftie, but that Shake It Off. That Shake It Off was actually pretty contagious. I'm sorry.
I like that. Never ever get back together.
I like that one too. That's actually pretty cool. It's not as good as. Okay, let me stop. Someone's looking at Tina Turner instead. Arcade says, salute to y'all. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. RJ ATL for life says 13-4. Very aggressive. 13-4 division champs into the NFC Championship game.
Wow.
Woo.
So what you think the record gonna be?
Okay. Since we talking about it. 10-6, we will win the NFC South. I really don't have a doubt. Even with my apprehension about Desmond Ridder, I think we just have loaded up on so much on this team, and especially with the veterans, that I feel like in the NFC South. And I got news for you. I've been hearing everybody crap on the NFC South, and I'm not trying to give any love to our rivals, but wasn't it only about 3 years ago that the NFC East, the Washington Commanders won with a 7-9 record? Wasn't it only a couple of years ago that the NFC West, when Seattle, I think, won at 8-8? It's either Seattle or the Rams won at 8-8. Yeah. So my thing is, before everybody just gets stuck, last year was horrible, but I'm telling you this year, 2 teams are going to make it out of the NFC South. I really think so. Remember, y'all, it's 7 teams this year. And I just don't think the NFC is that strong. And that's why I'm thinking we play the AFC South. Something's got to give. What are you saying? I say 10-7, we make the playoffs, win the division.
Yeah, I agree with you. I say 10-7. I mean, and I think about what you were saying about the weak division. I mean, I think the best example is the AFC East. The Patriots, they won the AFC East for years.
That's true.
And that was a significantly weak division. It's almost like they didn't want to win. But I mean, I can see 10-7 easy. I mean, 3 more wins than last year. When last year we could have gotten 3 wins just because of just terrible mistakes at the wrong time. So I mean, I could easily see 10-7.
When speaking of last year, did you get a chance to sell your Mariota jersey? I know you were telling me that you were still having a hard time.
You can't sell what you never had. You can't sell what you never had. No. Come on, man.
Ashley, how you doing, Miss Ashley? How you doing? It says 12-5, playoffs, Super Bowl champs. Now, I like the optimism of Miss Ashley. I do. I'm not saying I'm going to take my money and bet on that, but you got to love her passion. Hey. And you got to love that she's running through the wall for her team.
It.
Shout out to Ashley. Absolutely. Our Angel says 10-7 up to 12-5. Okay. He's kind of
our Angel, he almost got kicked out of training camp.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got naked for a cooter. Cuda, his guy. He was like a cooter. Like they said in the Bible, he ripped his outer garment. He just ripped it,
All right, don't let him do that. Don't let him do this. Don't let him do this. If Art was right here, he'd be like, that's why Steve is my favorite Southern Silk singer. That's what he would be.
I'm sure he put one in there somewhere.
Oh no, he didn't do that. Philip Bonner said, what is up, gentlemen? Good to see you all at the same spot together having a ball. What What is that? What?
He said, what in the world?
What in the world, Bo? Is that what you trying to say?
That's
That Phillip is the man. I tell you, rise up, brothers. Rise up. Padre says, just got back from Vegas in the Jabberwocky.
Jabberwockies.
Hold on a second, y'all. Hey, man. I told you I went to Atlanta Public School. Why are you trying to mess my enunciation, man?
I'm sorry, man.
Why you dogging me, bro?
I'm sorry.
I didn't say I passed. I didn't say I passed you, brothers. I didn't say why you trying to embarrass me?
I'm trying to embarrass you. I'm trying to help you. I'm sorry. We go with the Jabberwockies. I'm sorry. And the Jabberwockies
No. What he said. Don't you hate that when you be saying, like, you see a big word and then you try to be intellectualized?
Exactly.
The Jabberwocky. I plead the fifth. I don't know. Whatever he said. Oh, man. Jonathan says, Steve, I told you Colorado would keep it close and they pulled that game. Yes, you did. And I'm gonna talk about that real quick. We gonna talk about that. I told you all that I thought TCU was gonna wipe the mat with Colorado, and I've never been one to stand, shy away from prediction I made. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely wrong. TCU did not. It's obvious that the exodus of those players last year made a big difference. And you got to give credit, man. Shador, Travis Hunter, what's my little dude running back that scored the 4 touchdowns?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name right now. But Horn, the other receiver that played. I mean, they came to play. I as we've had conversation over here, I respect the mess out of Coach Prime. I really do. Yeah. I think he's done a lot. Obviously, when he went down there to Jackson State and did and all of that, proud of him and his sons and the work they did. But here's the thing about Deion, about the win yesterday. And
tell us how you really feel.
There is, and I told Lo this today, there's a fine line between confidence and arrogance.
Yeah.
It's not that Deion has ever lacked confidence. But I also say, okay, bro, this game 1. You still have USC, Utah, Oregon State, Washington State. You still have a nice schedule in front of you. I'm glad that you were able to enjoy this moment, but come on, man. I mean, I thought, and I blame a lot of this on the media too. Everybody's focused, Coach Pat. And I get it. Love Deion. That got nothing to do with my feelings for him as a person. And he's very, exactly. A very man of God. Yeah. I got to respect that and whatever. But I'm also saying in that same breath, just like, I know you won. And everybody uses everybody counted us out. Everybody uses that. So I'm kind of like, let's try something new. Try something new. So anyway, so my point is, great win, Colorado. Let's see what happens next week. What's your thoughts?
I mean, it's like I'm kind of stuck in the middle because, it's like I was listening to Up Steve with Coach Roney. They had a debate.
Very good debate.
Because Coach Roney was like, oh, well, I'm all about, saying I told you so.
Right.
And it's like, I understand that. But it's like, at the end of the day, you still got to play these other teams. You know what I'm saying? It's like, as a coach, I'm sitting here thinking like, we got this one. We barely got it. So it's like, then it's like I'm second guessing myself as a coach. I'm like, is TCU really that good? Or are they really that bad? Are we really that good? Or
it's a great question.
I mean, So
it's a great question.
Because it's just like you said, they wasn't stopping nobody.
Nobody.
So why would you keep throwing the ball?
Nobody. TCU's coaching staff needs to be talked to because you had an opportunity to work that clock down.
Yeah.
They were not stopping TCU's running game.
Nah.
Actually, they wouldn't stop. And if the quarterback was more accurate, they probably wouldn't have stopped the passing game.
Exactly.
But I just say all that to say If you won 42-10 or 42-7, then I would probably kind of get it a little bit.
Because you heard what Deion said after the game, right?
Which part?
He said, "Hey, we need defensive ends,
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
yeah. And he put the email address out there, so he knows that the talent ain't there. He's trying to get folks in here.
Absolutely.
So it's like those energies don't match up.
No, they don't. But yesterday was a good recruiting tape.
Man.
It was a great recruiting if you just filmed the offense. I don't know about the defense, but it was a great recruiting tool.
I mean, that's a good recruiting tool if you play on defense, though.
Well, this is true too, because they need you.
Yeah, they need you. They need you.
Like Deion with the Coach Pride, we need you. We want you. Because these boys can't stop nothing.
I tell you, like throwing the cotton ball in the Chattahoochee River. They can't stop it.
But all props to Shador, 500 yards,
510
man.
yards.
510. Woo! That's awesome. But yeah, folks, I need more than one game to claim.
Yeah.
I need more. You talk to me at the end of the year and he made a bowl game, I'll actually give him some props.
That's it.
With that team and turn it around, I'll give him some
and
props.
not just a quick trip bowl. It can't be
Right.
Freddie Furniture Store bowl.
And they got them. Don't he's joking. They got them.
It can't just be the Bow Wags,
Right.
the Bow Wags pet store bowl.
Pet store.
Like I don't know.
The Dollar Tree.
The Dollar Tree bowl, exactly.
Philip Stevens said 14-3, and we had Coach Pride 17. Oh Lord. Okay.
The nudity has begun.
Boy, buyer beware. You better check them groceries.
There you go.
Francis says, "Hey, Uncle Steve and Big Low, I'm going 11-6. First of all, thank you so much for knowing the proper order." And Uncle Steve,
Save the best for last, Francis. I got you.
Marina says, "Uncle Steve, please don't charge us to watch your lounge now that you got a celebrity in it." Look, where?
Where you talking about him? He's a celebrity. He's a celebrity, especially when he cooked the ribs. I'm telling y'all, boy.
I will never charge you. I will
Man.
never, ever charge you. This is just awesome times, y'all. Awesome. Gunner is laughing at us, but I don't know what. Something he said. Winston, what's going on? Say what's up, though, fellas, in the chat. Smash that like button. He's right. Smash the like button on both platforms. We're on Uncle Steve's Lounge and Big Low Country Sports today. On a Sunday chill, y'all. Together. Can y'all believe this? 1 week before we get this thing started.
Man,
All right, let's go with this. I think I got it right now. Zay in a bag. Section 114, row 4, Baltimore in the building. Holler at me. Okay, 114, row 4. Make sure you remind me of that next time when you, because I know I'll forget. I ain't gonna sit here and try to remember. Yeah, I remember at 7:25 on Sunday because I go up there and say, "Man,
exactly.
I'll be in the wrong stadium." Johnson says Falcons go 14-3 and win the NFC. Man, you gotta love the optimism of the fans. Look, like I said before, I'll be pessimistic about a lot of stuff and things of that nature, but I'm never gonna stop folks in their beliefs in what their team can do. I want to have that thought.
Yeah.
I mean, we had that between 08 and 12. And you think about, even though, people crap on it, they didn't, we didn't win the playoff game until 2012 and blah, blah. But you can't get to the championship if you're not in the playoffs.
If you're in the playoffs.
And we at least made the playoffs during that year.
That's it.
And so let's go. Let's get this playoff thing started. Boy, and there's always one Debbie Downer in the group, and it is John Harris. John says, my prediction is always 4-14, which he probably doesn't realize we play only 17 games. So I don't know. That might be Atlanta Public Schools as well. Falcons 3-point dogs in the bye week, boy. And John is something else. Dex Diggs says, up and low should be the name of this. Loving it. What in the world, both? Thank you, Dex. We appreciate it. And now I like that. Up and low. I like that.
Say the best for last.
No, he didn't say that. He said he liked the way it sounded first.
He
He said that too. He said something about when he hears songs, he want to hear my voice first.
I don't see that at all.
He did.
Did
you ever notice in Beauty by Drew Hill?
I know everything that
they pushed Cisco to the back because he couldn't really sing that song.
No, I think they put Cisco to the back as a crescendo. Beauty is her name. She walks by me every day. Her love understand. Oh yeah.
You can't start a song like that. You got to start.
I mean, it's nice and smooth. It's nice, smooth how you come. No jazz. I love jazz.
I like it. So jazz is the man, though. Jazz is the dude for me. John Harris says for the song challenge, I wonder who can sing something about this biscuit. The best. Oh, he might be in the swamp waters. I don't know what he's talking about.
Something about this.
No peyote on the holidays, John. No edibles. JJ the Great say, if Ritter is good, I can see 11-6 this year. Here's the crazy thing. I think if Ritter isn't good, I can still see 10-7.
Yeah.
I really, and I'm really meaning it. I think we've done. Mariota is horrible, and somehow we won 7 games.
Exactly.
I mean, that's crazy to say. I don't know, but I hear you though, JJ. Zay in the bag say y'all gonna see my Orioles in the World Series. Orioles are kicking behind though.
They playing some
Isn't that beautiful to see the Yankees like
I love
really struggling? I know Zay is living large.
I don't know if that's like they hated me or what.
Oh, it's hating me.
It's hating me. Yeah. I love watching this.
I'm still sore over the 96 World Series when we had it. I know. That's almost before the Super Bowl, before the 2016 Super Bowl. That was the missed moment in Atlanta sports.
That was the one. That's how they took Deion off for second.
You know what? I'm trying to think. Was it? It might have been, but I know that was. That hurt.
That one hurt.
That hurt.
That one hurt.
That was.
We had a better team.
Which we had a better team the whole 10 years. Big World says, I'm calling it Braves winning the World Series, Falcons making the playoffs and winning the division, and UGA winning another national championship. Okay. How did you like Carson Beck yesterday?
Man, he don't got to do much.
That's true.
I mean, it's like what does he have to do?
That's true.
He's kind of in the same situation Desmond Ritter's in. It's like
in a way, in a stronger position.
In a stronger position.
In a stronger position.
You don't got to do too much.
That defense is
crazy. It's crazy.
At defense.
Even after all the turnovers.
Oh, absolutely. Armand is in the house. Armand says, Peachtree will be shut down if the Falcons win the Super Bowl. Man, Peachtree will be shut down.
285.
Bankhead will be shut down. Clayton County will be shut down. Penitentiary will be shut down.
Yeah.
For wrong reasons.
Wrong.
But what else? I would slip down to a couple of people we hadn't seen in the chat already, even though I do see a couple of predictions. I'm going to get a couple of those. Latoya says 13-4 Super Bowl champs. I got to love it. Look who's in the house. Little bitty Birdo.
R&D.
That's our buddy.
R&D.
Now, the total turncoat. And Birdo was somebody turncoat. Because I remember last year, we hopped an idea when he came to the game with me, and he said, "Hey," he said, "Hey man, hey how about you have a what in the world shirt?"
What?
And
that doesn't have
any
kind
what
of
he
flow
said.
to it. Like,
well, I mean, because it was mine. He said, "What in the world?" And I told him, I said, "I'll get back to you." Next thing I know, he get naked for your shirts, and he just. He the turnover.
Birdo's R&D. He's the R&D department, making sure the quality,
man,
the delivery, and everything. Thank you.
I still love you, my brother, but I got to bring you just like Darth Vader. We got to bring you back to the good side. Get you away from the dark side.
You're the good side now.
Y'all make sure y'all check out our brother,
yes,
Birdo, on 95 Falcons Talk Show. Please give him some love over there. For us. A-Town for life. is in the house. What is going on, sir? Good to see you today. False start. See, he had the t-shirt. Wasn't the world up. I'll tell you. He had the same shirt. He remembered the idea.
I think that's the
He didn't.
He just said that.
Well, this is not important.
Yeah, okay.
Willie, I apologize, Willie. Willie Doc says, happy Labor Day to Unc and Big Low. Dub in 7 days.
Da, da, da. That's a Superman chat. Appreciate that. Willie
Thank you,
Doc.
sir.
Much
We
love
appreciate
to
that.
you.
And I apologize if that was up there. I didn't see it. My apologies. I have my thick glasses today. Eric Parker, what's going on? E?
Much love,
How you doing, brother? Good to see you in the house. Let me go to this one. B Tuckin. Okay, you got some phonetic.
I call B Tuckin.
B Tuckins. Okay.
What's going on?
It's easy. That's so smart. B Tuckins said gonna sack Bryce Young 4 times and hit him 8 times. I can deal with that.
I can deal with that.
I can deal with that.
It does. Twice on Sunday.
But I don't want people to mistake it, man. I saw him in that last preseason game. Dude is a little elusive.
Yes,
I don't want us to get too cocky. I know everybody makes the size jokes and how short and stuff like that. Those are the folks you make fun of, and next thing you know, you down 3 with 2 minutes left.
You'll play all the SEC championships.
Yeah.
And and
Big
not
games.
good. Exactly. Not
Big
good
games.
because you're short. Like that's not the case.
Mm-mm. And he played against guys who are eventually going to the NFL when you played at University of Georgia, LSU,
Exactly.
Auburn, the SEC.
The SEC.
So it's not like he doesn't. Now, are we wishing for success for him? No, not while he's a Panther. But at the same time, I just say caution with the too short stuff.
Exactly.
I just, only too short I remember was.
I go on and on. Don't understand why I last so long. I must got a superpower.
Life is too short. Love too short. Love too short. Eric says 12-5. Deshaun, what's going on? Say 12-5 playoff win the South Super Bowl run. That's cool too. ATL Skate Man says 11-6. Berto says some high rollers at the table. I see. Well, Berto, he came over here with $5. I let him in, but I had a wit card. Justin Swisher said 9-8. Need to learn to win on the road. Okay, I listen.
I like that.
That is accurate. We do need to learn how to win on the road. Absolutely, we do. Absolutely. Lisa says Lowe is a Swiftie. You didn't know that?
I'm not.
You didn't know that? She's a Swiftie.
I'm not. I think he's a Swiftie. I think he's portraying on me as Swiftie.
He came in here bad blood. He had a bad blood T-shirt on with.
A lot of these Taylor Swift songs.
That is. Oh, wait a minute. I have a 13-year-old daughter who loves Taylor Swift.
Okay.
She gonna come in here and pull the plug.
Exactly.
Like, no, Dad. That one Falcon fan says the NFL wrote the script for us. We going 12-5 and defeating the Broken Birds Ravens in the Super Bowl. Wow. 45. He got a Super Bowl score. 45-23. All right. Man, dude, that would be
that.
Man.
If that happens, well, you're gonna be that one Falcons prophet.
And beat the quarterback that Big Low was ready to bring in. See, y'all, before this, I went out and bought my Desmond Ritter jersey and my Bijan Robinson jersey a long time ago. And Lowe was like, is still hope for Lamar? So
come on. Yeah. Come on. We all know how everybody watching the show. I'm like, hey, calm down. Like it's cold outside. You're gonna get pneumonia.
ATL Scaper says there are singers in the family. Coach Lowe.
That's it.
Boy, oh man. Reginald Jones says 11-6. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I can deal with that. Big Chuck says to set the record straight, Southern marching bands were not havens for nerds. You had to be athletic to survive. Remember the 86 FAMU homecoming parade in full uniform with the buffalo hats. Let me tell you something. So what he's talking about, this is one of my buddies who was in the marching band with me. Okay. Shout out to Joe. And dude, one of the great, used to play tuba. And that dude, he kept it. He kept it. And that's what he's talking about. We went to a homecoming parade. We did a homecoming parade for FAMU. And I kid you not, we walked through neighborhoods.
Wow.
We were going through neighborhoods. And we had the reputation. We were like Little Grambling, Douglas High School at that time. And we had full uniforms, not the jerseys and the pants. We had full, the jersey, the vest, the overlay, the big hats. We did the route. At near the end of the route, folks start falling out. What? I mean, and this is no joke. And you think I'm playing, and he'll vouch for this story. Anybody who listened to me, who went in.
How long did y'all walk, you think?
I think it was about, I could be exaggerating, maybe about 4 miles.
What?
Something like that. Yeah. We were going through neighborhood. We went from this. I'm trying to think, did we leave the stadium and go through the streets? It was something like, we went a long way.
Did y'all stop any?
We did. Now, I will say, shout out to my brother Clark Kelly. We used to be the guys in the front. And so in the front, we used to kind of be the ones that would call the dancers out.
Oh, okay.
So being the energetic cats we were, we had everybody
going.
Yeah. And when you going past these things, you see the little drunk uncles out there telling, hey, y'all do it for us. Y'all ready? Do it now. So we would stop what we doing. And, hit the little thing. So by the time it was the end of the parade, we left about 20 people laid out on the ground. I'm exaggerating with 20, but it was at least 10.
Good.
So
it was crazy.
But true story, absolutely true story. So yes, I'm joking when I say that you didn't need endurance with Marching Man. Marching Man was something else. Jared G says, "What in the world, Bo? What's going on? What's good, Big Low?
Man, we chilling, Bo.
That's an ugly picture he got on his thing. That's a. We appreciate you, brother.
I've been trying to get him to change his life.
I'm trying to get him to change his life. You too can have Jesus. But he said that game was epic on Sunday. It was a good game. It was a good game, but again, I just hope Dion doesn't
mess it up.
Yeah, I mean, just man. And don't think other teams don't see that stuff.
Exactly.
And other coaches.
USC is like, okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Caleb Williams is like, so y'all gonna take all the shine from me? Y'all saying Shadour's a Heisman quarterback, and I'm not. I didn't just win it.
USC gonna try to put up 70.
Oh my God.
And they gonna try to put up 70. Big time. Big time. Lisa says both defenses need a talking to. Both teams in the second half gave up way too many explosive plays. Good call on that. Keith says, hi, coaches.
Hey,
I like that. I promoted it. I like that.
Yeah.
I promoted the coach. I thought it was a water boy.
Who?
Me. You were the coach. I thought I worked for you, right?
You don't work for me. I was going to ask you for a job.
Fired. Atlanta Bird Gang in the house. What's going on, Tiny? How you doing? Y'all make sure y'all check out Atlanta Bird Gang on YouTube and definitely on the Facebook platform. Brother Tiny be holding it down, man. Yeah, they had a waffle. Man, I'm gonna tell you what I do.
That's such a good show.
It is good because you know what it is? It's raw, it's feelings, and when you're up late at night and you really want to get your point across, you get excited. Exactly. So I just think that idea is so awesome, and it doesn't shock me that Tiny comes up with stuff like that. But what I do on Saturdays, I'll wake up, and Kira will tell you, this past week, she went into the beauty store. I dropped her off, and I'm sitting there trying to get pockets. Last night when I was cooking, I just listened. It was just good stuff, man. So Tiny, shout outs to you, my brother. Shout out to you. Anthony says, what's up, I'm calling the Cinderella story. We go 9-8, make a run in the playoffs. We can deal with that. Jay Diaz got it together. Say, what's going on, Uncle Steve and Big Low? There you go. Toddy says that's my brother. He said Deion is definitely arrogant. And again, let's here's the thing. I don't blame him a little bit.
No.
Brother, he was a top athlete. He's a Hall of Famer. He's won 2 Super Bowls and was significant parts of why they won the Super Bowl.
Yes.
He went to Jackson State with no formal coach training and took both of them to the Celebration Bowl 2 years in a row. And I just say, I'm not telling people that he should be humble, but I'm just saying be careful.
One of my best friends. So one of my best friends, he played at Florida State with Deion. And they actually were in rival high schools.
Okay.
And so just imagine being a kid who could. He tells me stories about Deion. He said Deion, he played every sport. He played basketball. He came and scored 70 points, nonchalant.
Wow.
Played football, scored a touchdown whenever he wanted to. Baseball, go 5 for 5, hit 4 home runs.
Would have been the MVP of the Atlanta World Series had we won.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So just imagine being a kid and being that great. Growing up, being an adult and being that great. Then, and people forget that he was one of the top broadcasters.
That's true.
In the game for 10 years.
And remember, he also was the first public jump talker to really back it up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he was that guy that backed it up.
First game in the Dome. You remember what he
backed
did?
it up. Punt return.
Punt return.
Said,
this is my house.
That's
I built this house.
That's it. I mean,
nobody really jumped to the media before he did, really, except for Joe Namath. Whenever he was like, we're gonna win.
I thought you were talking about when he called old girl sweetheart. Hey girl, how are you? Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
Oh, Joe, boy.
Joe's a bad boy.
Joe, 2 seasons.
But he was the black Joe Namath.
Yeah.
Because Joe taught that mess too.
Joe did.
And they didn't like Joe.
They didn't like Joe.
Everybody tried, you give them your flowers later on.
Exactly.
But folks didn't like Joe Namath.
No.
They like he was a blowhard and all that stuff, man. They didn't like him. Not at all. Matt Town Dirty in the house. What's going on, fellas? And I know we been on for a minute, but I'm gonna get here because I know they got to get up the road and it's getting dark outside and he got to go home when the street lights come on. So Douglas Farrington says we need to fix our defense with my Falcons team. I'm just being honest. I think they have though, Douglas. I think they've done things to fix the team. Now we'll see the results or part of the results on Sunday. But it would be one thing if you made that statement and nothing was done, and Michael Walker was still the starting running back. Timmy Horn was still starting, and Timmy's back on the practice squad. We were still trying to find people to fill out the secondary because we really didn't have a second cornerback. I just think that's, I think we are. I think we have tried to fix it, or attempted to fix it.
Yeah, we at least made an effort.
Right.
Unlike years past.
Right. I'm going to try to at least sneak to some folks I haven't seen. I appreciate everyone in here. Jamaica Slater, Bigelow.
What's going on?
There's that little sign again. Yeah, God bless you, Jamaica, but come on now.
What's going on, Jamaica? Can't wait until we whip up on those Saints twice this year.
That's going to be ugly.
We're going to be dancing with the broom like he wasn't breaking.
They're gonna be like, Drew Brees is not walking through that door. Mark Ingram is not walking through that door. I see Mills in the house. Mills, 1967, 11-6 is my prediction.
Well, it looked like a lot of double-digit win.
I love that.
I love that.
And most of the time, when you thought about last year, we really didn't get a lot of those predictions. There was a lot of people right around 500 and stuff like that. I like the 10-7, 11-6. I think we're in that. From what I see, that's kind of where we are.
Yeah,
as far as what the anticipation for folks is. Blink and Stitch. Boo! Where's my water? I guess she's talking to you.
Yeah, she's talking. She wants something. What's in my cup is in my cup.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know why she.
I don't know either, but
You know,
right outside their door. I don't need no problems. I don't need no problems.
I don't know why she. I know. Like, you know, the feds might be in here.
I'm trying to tell you, you just don't know. David said, "What's up? What's good, Uncle Steve and Big Low? Did I hear you cook ribs? LOL. I have a strong feeling we would go 12-5. Yes, I cooked ribs, and I got a positive.
He didn't cook ribs. He put his foot in some ribs.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that for real. I try, man. I try my best. I try to get some, try to get them ribs in there, man. Perry, positive thoughts. What's on Perry? Say 12-5. Falcons, our first big win against Detroit on the road will let the NFL know we are for real. Rise up. Hey, it's going to be an interesting game for Detroit if we happen to do what we did. We were 6-3 last year at home. And if we take care of business at home and go beat a team that everyone says is on the up,
exactly,
like Detroit, to do that would do a lot.
That would be huge
for what the Falcons are trying to build in here. So I do look at that pretty good. Say John Brooks, what's up, man? So Shadir Sanders and Hunter play out of their minds against TCU, and no doubt. And I'm forgetting the brother. Y'all got to help me out. The young brother who scored the 4 touchdown. Edwards, I think his name. Edwards scored. And don't sleep on him, too. He took that swing pass and hauled behind down there.
Well, one thing everybody got to remember is that Travis Hunter ain't going to be able to play 110 downs.
See, that's very. It was great for game one. It's a good storyline, but. And I know they had folks. What was the guy used to play for Yale that was doing the same thing? Charles Woodson did it to a certain extent on certain plays, but Charles wasn't in on every play all the time. He used to come in on certain plays. He's gonna wear himself out, and trust me, when he plays the wrong team, the team that's not gonna let you run up and down the field on you,
exactly.
Come
back on you.
Be careful. Molly Keller, Bryce Young about to tear y'all draws off week 1. Well, Tramal, let me tell you right now, I believe that you're incorrect. First of all, Bryce Young probably can't reach our draws. And second of all, if he could. I know, and I just said don't make short jokes. I just said that. I was like, hold on. Self-punish myself. Yeah, take it. Oh, man. Let me pull down here. Tony Wright is in the house. Tony said, what's poppin', gents? Atlanta Falcons will go 12-5 in 2023, and the Aints will be fighting with 6 other teams for wild card spots. I still don't think the Saints are going to be the second place team.
Don't.
I like Carolina. I think that's why this game is going to be important. I've seen every prognosticator say the Saints are going to win this division solely based that Derek Carr has more experience than everybody. But what I never hear is what else did they have.
That's true.
We gutted their defense.
Their defense took a step back.
They did.
They took a step back.
And we got their coach.
Older. We got their coach.
I'm still trying to figure out where, and you know what I almost still think too? People are just so used to the Saints winning the NFC South, and that's nobody's fault but ours.
Exactly.
And I think there are some. I bet you there are some people that don't even realize Drew Brees is gone. Hey, Marlon. Oh, Saints go win the South. Oh, he's gone.
And Michael Thomas are going.
Michael Thomas probably soaking his feet now.
Exactly.
T-Mac 23 said, I don't like how UGA bring back Bobo. I knew that. But hold on. That says Boo. So that time I was actually right.
You were right.
But from phonetically speaking.
You think about Yogi
Berra. But Bobo. Well, you know what? No, T-Mac, I want to give him a second. Because one, you got to do quarterback, and two, this is going to be new than what what's my man name who went to Baltimore?
Todd
Munkin. was running in Georgia.
Yeah.
What he does with Lamar, Lamar ain't gonna be running as much.
Nah,
I don't think he's gonna be running as much. I think he's gonna use those running backs.
When he do run, it's gonna be dangerous.
Baltimore, but you know who my sneak team is?
Who?
Cleveland.
Really?
Look at Cleveland. You know
they loaded.
They talent loaded. For talent. Cleveland is nice.
They loaded. They
are nice. And Deshaun has had an opportunity to get that stink out, get all the you shouldn't be playing stuff out of the way. So I'm sure he's looked forward to this kind of reincarnated Deshaun Watson coming this year. Amari Cooper. Still arguably the one or two of the best running backs in Nick Chubb in the league this year.
They traded for Elijah Moore.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And Myles Garrett didn't go anywhere. So don't they still have my man in the back they got from Pittsburgh a couple of years ago?
Joe Hayden.
Hayden, is he still there?
He's still there.
So I mean,
they got a squad.
I don't want people to miss out on that, man. I really don't. Tony Wright said, Uncle Steve, you know that Mr. Lowe still works part-time with real estate mogul Julio Jones and Associates getting that money along with his celebrity status. I'm going to tell you something, though. I'm going to tell you what, though. He didn't bring no money for me. He just talked about having reels. I ain't seen a tip yet. I was looking for at least a quarter.
The tip are at the end of the reel. If you go to the end of the reel, you cut the tip off.
This is it. This is Steve. Not this tip. That's not this is it. Let me hurry up and wrap on this. Cortez is in the house. Thank you so much for joining us, Cortez. How you doing? Brandon Bird is here. Say, what in the world, Bo? Uncle Steve, what it do, fellas? How you doing? Cortez says, and I feel you, Uncle Steve. I was on the drum line in high school, and we had to march the Macy's Day Parade. That song was no joke. And that's real, man. That's real. I said those are true stories, man. Those are absolute true stories. We'll get to a couple more. Brian, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you joining us on the broadcast. Thank y'all. Philip Crawford said, Low was popping. What I missed? Boy, you missed everything, man. Go back. But if you did, go back and check it out, folks. I hope everybody is actively looking at the stream for us today. Wallace is in the house. What's going on, Wallace? How you doing? What's going on, Big Low? See y'all next Sunday. Yes, you will. Absolutely. Field 413. Salute, legends. Good luck to the Birds of the South Cowboy Nation. Thank you, Phil. We appreciate that, man. But, y'all got some problems too, man. I think that Trey Lance thing gonna be looking around my shoulder. Brian Peoples is in the house with a super chat. Oh, he wanted to hear you say it.
Man. Let's appreciate that, Brian. That's that. Da-da-da. That's a Superman chat.
Could you say that with barbecue sauce?
But I don't know if y'all can see it. But I had to wipe a barbecue stain. It's still, I feel like Tim McGraw. I had a barbecue stain on my white T-shirt.
We are not liable for any. We're not liable for any messed up shirts here at Uncle Steve's house.
I'm grubbing so much. I had barbecue sauce on my shirt. I was like, oh man. But you know what? I didn't stop.
Oh man, Ed Mitchell, appreciate you, man. What's going on, fellas? Oh man, Kenneth Davis says touchdown ATL. I love it. I love it. We appreciate you. Listen, we appreciate y'all, man. We just wanted to pop in here on a Sunday chill here with your boy Uncle Steve, Big Low Country Sports. We're on each other's platforms right now, so I guess we can both tell you I'm Uncle Steve. Join me in the lounge. I'm usually here on Mondays for Monday Minutia and on Fridays for the Friday Brunch. This Friday will be the first week of NFL picks, including the Falcons and what we're going to do this week against those naughty Carolina Panthers. Tell them about where you are there, brother.
First of all, I need y'all, everybody who's watching, if you're on Big Low Country's channel, make sure that you go to Uncle Steve's Lounge.
Thank you.
Uncle Steve's Lounge. All you gotta do is put Uncle Steve's Lounge in, and you'll see it's an Atlanta Falcons talk show. Make sure that you go hit that subscribe button. Also, we're gonna be getting together with our coaches meeting sometime this week,
sir,
to prep for Week 1 next Sunday. It's going down like there's a whale in the boat, so everybody make sure that y'all study up and everything. We finna talk some X's and O's, and
Yes, sir.
you know, Coach Ronnie, she's finna come in here hating.
Uh-oh.
You know how she feels about Coach Smith. So
and she already angry about losing today.
She already angry. Hey, I say it one more time. Coach Ronnie gonna be upset. Y'all make sure next time y'all see her, y'all hear her while y'all chat. Make sure that you will say, "Hey, I'm sorry that you lost to Steve Bigelow twice." Make sure that you two times. Make sure that you know you console her because you know she took it rough.
Everybody, we appreciate you, man. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend. I know we are. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming into the lounge, man. I got to return the favor soon, and we'll do that. We'll get together. Until then, everybody have a great Sunday. Appreciate y'all. Y'all be good now. Take care.